In September, the incomes of Kamal, Amal and Vimal are in ratio of 8:6:5. They rent a house together and Kamal pays 15%, Amal pays 12% and Vimal pays 18% of their respective incomes to cover the total house rent in that month. So they are paying 15, 12 and 18% of their income to pay the total rent. In October, the house rent remained unchanged while their income increased by 10%, 15% and 12% and 15% respectively. In October, the percentage of their total income that will be paid as house rent is nearest to. Now, let's start with this Kamal, Amal and Vimal. Their initial income, let's say, are 800, 600 and 500 rupees because they are in ratio of 8:6:5, so we can assume this. Now, how much they are paying as rent? So rent paid would be this. Kamal is paying 10%. Kamal is paying 15%. 15% of 800 is 120. Amal is paying 12% of 600, which is 72 rupees. And Vimal is paying 18% of 500, which is 90 rupees. So the total income initially was 1900 and the total rent paid was 282. Now rent is same, but their income has increased. So revised income would be for Kamal it is increasing by 10%. 800 plus 10% is 880. For Amal it is increasing by 12%, which means it will become 672. And for Vimal it is increasing by 15%, which means it will become 575. So the total income would be 5 plus 2, 7, 7, 7, 14 plus 8, 22, carry 2, 10, 16, 80. 2127. This is the total rent. This is the revised income or the new income or the total income in October. So the question is, in October, the percentage of the total income that will be paid as house rent. That means we need to calculate 282 is what percent of 2127. So by looking at this, we know that it has to be more than 10%, but all my answer options are kind of close. So I'll break this 282 as 212 plus 70 upon 2127 into 100. This is approx 10%. This is approx 10%. 1% of the denominator will be 21, which means 3% will be 63, 64 approx. 1% of the denominator is 21.27. So 3% of the denominator will be 63 point something and 4% will be 84 point something, which means this 70 is between 3% to 4%. That means my answer should be between 13 to 14%. Now look at the answer options. So the right answer is option B, which is 13.26%. If you want the exact value, you can always calculate it. It is not that difficult. But since my answer options can be easily eliminated if I calculate a range for 3% and 4%, so we mark the answer as option B.